Hello everybody, we arrived at the week 12, so this week will be the last week where I record the lecture. Um, as is implied in the title of the unit, the process modeling and optimization. Here we discuss an overview of the process optimization. Because process optimization itself is a specialized branch of chemical engineering, it is impossible to cover the process optimizations in 12 weeks together with the process modeling, because process modeling itself is covering an essential materials for the uh, chemical engineers. Therefore, in here we give the overview with the hope that you can uh, digest the basic principles of it and then look at it yourself when you are interested. Okay. Um, what is optimization? Optimization is the use of specific methods to determine the most cost-effective and efficient solution to a problem or design for a process. It has become one of the major quantitative tools in industrial decision making, and it has been used to solve a wide variety of problems in the design, construction, operation, and analysis of chemical plants, as well as many other industrial processes. For this process optimization, we use a book written by Edgar Himmelblau and Lesden, as given in the footer of this slide. Um, what optimization is about? We continue again. A well-known approach to optimization principle has been coming from centuries ago from a Roman bathhouse, where it's basically between the two evils we choose the lesser one. In statistic terms, something like maximum likelihood, minimum loss, or least squares is prescribed. In business terms, it becomes a maximum profit, minimum cost, maximum use of resources, and minimum effort. Uh, for a typical engineering problem, we need to translate the process into some equations, or it can also be represented by experimental data. And then to achieve an optimization, we have a single performance criterion in mind, such as the minimum cost. It doesn't have to be a single, it can be a multi-performance criterion, but we start from the easiest case, for example. Okay. The goal of the optimization is to find the value of the variables in the process that give the best value of the performance criterion. Generally, a trade-off usually exists between capital and operating costs. And describe factors where the process or the model and the performance criterion will be parts of the optimization problem. When do we optimize? We can optimize during the initial design of equipment and installation, and also during the plant operations. For example, in the initial design of equipment and installation, we want to get the largest production, the greatest profit, the minimum cost, or the least energy use. In plant operations, we want to improve the yields, reduce the energy consumption. We want to get a higher processing rates. We want to get longer times between shutdowns. We want to reduce the maintenance costs. We want to achieve less equipment wear and better staff utilization. We come at the first example. The first example in here is discussing the optimal insulation thickness. Insulation is an example of a trade-off between the energy loss and the cost of the material required to make the insulations to reduce the heat losses. Okay, so it's basically a compromise between the reduced heat loss and the cost of the insulation materials. Let's assume that the bare surface of a vessel is at 700 degrees Fahrenheit, while the air surrounding it is 70 degrees Celsius. Okay, the surface heat loss is 4000 BTU per hour feet square. Okay, if we add 1 inch of calcium silicate insulation, the loss will drop to 250 BTU per hour feet square. So if we have an installed cost of $4 per feet square with the cost of energy of $5 per 10 raised to 6 BTU, a saving of $164 per year, assuming 8760 hours of operation per square foot will be realized. So we can use a simplified payback calculation. So the installation cost will be $4 per feet square, and then the saving that we have in here is 164 per feet square per year in here. Okay, then we will have a payback period of about 9 days in here. Okay, as the additional inches of insulation are added, the increments must be justified by the saving obtained in figure E11 in the next slide. Okay, so the total cost is also shown as a continuous function. So let's go and look at the figure in here. So the cost of insulation in here given in an incremental because the insulation can only be given per particular increment. Okay, in here it can only be purchased in 0.5 inch increments. So that's why it's not becoming a continuous function, but it's becoming the data is shown in dots. Okay, the cost of the lost energy, on the other hand, this can be derived from the thermodynamic principle, so it has a continuous curve. Okay, so if we add in these two at every point, for example at this particular point plus this one at this particular point, you will have this total curve, total cost curve point. Okay, because we know that this cost of insulation is increasing in this manner while the lost energy is decreasing in this manner. If we add these two curves, we will have a total cost curve that will become minimum at a particular point. Okay, that particular point is defined as the optimum thickness. So you may want to have a look again into the descriptions in here. Okay, so and then the description again in here, so that you can see and understand how this plot can show the optimum thickness in here. Okay, I will stop this part of the video in here and continue the next example on the next video. Thank you for listening.